My name is Lauren, and I've always been the overlooked kid in my family. My older sister, Megan, who's 4 years older, was the golden child from the moment I was born. Growing up in our suburban home in Columbus, Ohio, I got her leftovers, literally and figuratively. When I was 8 and Megan was 12, she got a shiny new smartphone for her birthday. 6 months later, for my birthday, her old cracked flip phone that barely held a charge. My parents acted like it was a treasure. Clothes were the same deal. Megan got shopping sprees at the mall in nearby Dublin, coming home with bags from trendy stores. A year later, her out-of-style jeans and oversized sweaters ended up in my closet. Middle school was rough, wearing Megan's hand-me-downs that never fit right. Her birthday parties were extravagant, think rented bounce houses and catering from local restaurants. Mine, a few friends, take-out pizza from the cheapest joint in town and a store-bought cake from Kroger. The message was clear. Megan was the star, the one with potential. I was just there, picking up her scraps. When I was 15, Megan left for college at a fancy private school in Pennsylvania. My parents drove her there, teary-eyed, like she was heading to the moon. I thought, now they'll finally see me. Nope. They called her daily, sometimes for hours, gushing over her dorm life, her friends, her cafeteria meals. Every other weekend, they'd drive 6 hours to visit her, returning with stories of Megan's perfect college life, photos of her at frat parties, tailgates, and campus events. They sent her money constantly, $300 for new clothes, $600 for a spring break trip to Florida. Meanwhile, I was stuck wearing her old sneakers with holes, getting lectures about not needing new things. At 16, I'd had enough. I got a job at a local grocery store in Columbus, bagging groceries and stocking shelves after school. It wasn't glamorous, but it was mine. I could finally buy my own stuff, no more begging for Megan's cast-offs. I worked through high school, saving every dollar while my friends partied at Easton Town Center. My goal? College on my terms. 2 years later, Megan graduated and moved back home, right as I was finishing high school. I'd spent months applying to colleges, researching on the library computer during my breaks at work. I paid the application fees myself using my savings. When acceptance letters rolled in, I was thrilled. 5 schools wanted me. The best was Ohio State University, right in Columbus. They offered a 70% tuition scholarship. It wasn't a full ride, but it was a start. I figured my parents, who'd paid Megan's full tuition, might help with the rest. I brought it up at dinner one night. Megan was there, bragging about her new marketing internship in Cincinnati. I waited for a pause in the Megan show. "I've got news," I said. "I got into Ohio State with a 70% scholarship." I expected pride, maybe a smile. Instead, Dad scoffed. "College, Lauren, you should get a real job. College isn't for everyone." Mom chuckled. "Sweetie, you're better suited for something practical, like working retail." Megan smirked. "Oh, come on, Lauren, you're not smart enough for college. You just fail out." Their words stung like a slap. I was used to being ignored, but this was worse. They were saying I was nothing. Dinner went on, Megan babbling about her internship while my parents hung on every word. Nobody mentioned my scholarship again. That night, lying in bed, I decided I was going to college no matter what. I'd pay for it myself, loans, jobs, whatever it took. I threw myself into work. I added a second job cleaning offices downtown after school. It was grueling, 60-hour weeks while keeping up with school. My parents barely noticed, too busy letting Megan live rent-free at home, sleeping till noon and leaving dishes everywhere. The math for college was brutal. Even with the scholarship, I needed $9,000 for my first year at Ohio State. I saved every cent, telling myself I'd make it work. 2 weeks before classes started, Mom hit me with a bombshell. Over breakfast, she said, "Lauren, we need to talk. Megan needs more space. She wants your room for a home office. You know how busy she is with her internship." I stared. "I'm starting college in 2 weeks. I was going to commute from home to save money." Mom shrugged. "Maybe college isn't for you. A full-time job makes more sense." When I pushed back, she said, "Megan needs the room. You're always working anyway. It's time you moved out." I had to be out by the weekend. I called my friend Chloe, who'd known about my family drama since middle school. "I need a place fast. Any ideas?" Chloe was renting a rundown apartment in Columbus's short north with 2 other girls, Ava and Riley. "It's a dump," she said, "but we could fit you in. Rent's cheaper split 4 ways. I checked it out after work. The place was rough, peeling paint, a leaky faucet, and a sketchy neighborhood, but it was something. That weekend, I packed my stuff into trash bags and moved out while my parents were visiting Megan at her internship. I left a note with Chloe's address. They never called. College was brutal. I worked mornings at the grocery store, attended classes at Ohio State, then cleaned offices till midnight. I slept 4 hours a night, living on instant noodles and free campus coffee. My clothes were threadbare. I couldn't afford new ones. I walked to campus to save gas and photocopied textbook pages at the library. Chloe, Ava, and Riley were my lifeline. They shared food when I ran out, covered me with a blanket when I passed out.